Hello guys, it's Thomas and today I am back with more KSP. I am doing a new mod and it's Interstellar. The Interstellar mod, mod. So I have other mods installed, but this first part of the recording got corrupted, so let's go back to the past me after it stopped being corrupted. Select a mod. Just load that one. Dismiss that. So I have Ferrum Aerospace. I'm just gonna try to remember all the mods I have installed. So I have Interstellar, which is a pretty chunky one. I have B9. I have Ferrum Aerospace. I have KW Rocketry, and those are like the main ones. I have Far Render Distance Viewer, which this is this one. I can make it so I can actually, like, stuff actually renders in at really far distances, like 75 kilometers compared to the regular 2. So it means you can actually see other planets from low orbit. So since I started this in career mode, I get to start with a tiny rocket. Oh. Okay. I mean, why not? Okay, so let's see how high we can get in the first round. So I'm gonna do one time of just doing science on the launch pad, but it's going to be with the same vehicle I will use for other stuff. So scroll up. Why to get that one out, I don't know. I don't know, let's just get like this much. I also have Kerbal Engineer, which may or yep, it's not integrated. So, man, why not use it? So that'll help me some. Yeah, we can put on more fuel. I don't want it to be any longer than that because it'll be too floppy. That 2 is a nice number. So how we're going to do this, put 1 there, put 3 on each side. Do we have any other way of doing this? We have a parachute, so let me get the staging right now. So I'm going to have those 3 launch. Right before, when I want those to all decouple, I'm going to do that, then this, and yeah. So I'm going to, first time, I'm just going to do it on the launch pad, science onto the launch pad. You know, maybe get a couple of science on it, maybe 5 or 15, I don't really know. I haven't done a full playthrough of KSP, or actually done any career mode, since my last series, which ended up getting corrupted, and I could not launch a space station, which I spent probably about 6 hours in-game time working on. So that kind of made me mad. So, note to self, don't make giant space station. It will just crash and crash. Now I have many mods to help stabilize this, so hopefully it'll be okay. So let's see. Do science on the launch pad. Crew report. Yeah, not much science. EVA. Oh, that is not good for him. Okay. Radiation. You won't die from that anywhere. But I don't see why high radiation status. Does that go down? Now let's see this. Surface is charred. I wonder what that green substance is. Let's keep that. EVA report. Keep that. Recover vessel. Look how rich we are with science. Yay! If it'll ever load. Okay, we got 11 cents from that. Let's go tracking facility so we can go pick up the other science. Fly that. And recover it immediately. So I should list some of the other mods I have, and I have I think I have 1 texture reduction pack, and I also have a mod that lets me allocate more visual memory to it, because you can't allocate much RAM to it. So let's get that. Now let's launch another one. So hopefully it'll be okay without crashing. Hopefully. So save and launch. So hopefully after this flight we'll be able to afford stuff like that, fancy stuff like couplers and that other classy stuff like structural elements. Hopefully. Possibly, possibly not. I don't really know. Okay, so let's prepare for launch. Actually, I have a better idea. Oh, never mind, I don't have to do it like this. Let's see how high up I can get. So right when these are about to get done, I want to put the second one up. I'd say when halfway, it's going to take a little bit to overheat them. Yeah, because we want the middle one to overheat before all the others. Yeah, I should have done it earlier. Let's do that to quicken the overheating process. And I guess that was a problem. So let's revert to VAB, and let's fix that by putting counterweights on the other side of it. So I guess that kind of was a problem. So to fix that problem, we can just add some sort of small structural element. 8, oh that's heavy. How big? Oh, I'm like, that's got to be pretty big. How much does this weigh? That weighs 0.6. That should be enough on each one of these. Okay, so now it should be safe from explosions, just because of that counterweight. Nothing else really. Okay, and since we have no antennas installed, well, on this craft, since I don't even think we've unlocked them yet, I don't know. But hopefully it'll be better this time. So we're going to want to launch it around when it hits the F. So it means we have a bit of time. I could do some low science right now, and I do have Ferrum Aerospace installed, so there's that. Okay, let's do that one now. So we're going pretty fast. I'm surprised nothing has structurally failed. Yup, no explosions. Oh, but it blew off that. Yeah, we can still get some science. So crew report. Up. Yay, structural elements failing. Crew report. Keep data. I'm gonna wait till we're slowing down so it doesn't make as much of a difference as to whether I do or do not do anything. Let's put on stability up with that on, so hopefully it'll be more stable because it's trying to counteract all that stuff. So if we EVA right now, EVA. Okay, let's turn on RCS so we can get back in. Oh, we're too far around it. That's why I'm doing it about periaps. Okay, please let me back in. I would prefer to stay alive. Let's try grabbing here. Okay, board. Now we can just time accelerate since we have no need to do anything else. Looks like we're going to be touching down off the side of the shores. And since we don't want any problems, yeah, I'm going to deploy my parachute reasonably high up because I do not want to have it get ripped off, because with Ferrum Aerospace you tend to move a lot quicker in the atmosphere. Just time accelerate down to about 700 meters high. And this is why I'm doing it, because even with that parachute, look how much quickly I'm moving. And it's about to deploy. There it has gone. So we're landing just off the coast. I could get EV and take a surface sample or a water sample or whatever also. We're touching down really nicely. Yeah, just off in the water. Okay. EVA. Huh. Well, I would never think that there's land nearby. Keep data. Checking back in just so it's easier. Yeah, let's just try. I said try getting back in. Okay, recover vessel. Now we should have enough science to unlock at least one thing, I'd think. Now I'm no Scott Manley here. I'm not getting, 500 science in the first mission. But hey, we got 39. That's enough for a start. Oh, so I guess this gets you a lot quicker up. Okay, that's a large fuel tank, so let's get that. I think we have enough science to eat some other stuff. use that. And for, no, I can't quite afford it. Can I afford this? It's 15, I can buy it. So now we have landing legs, and I think we have vertical decouplers. So we can go to the moon. Okay guys, this was my first test of a rocket to try and see how high I could get to get into the upper atmosphere so I could possibly get to the moon. But as you'll probably see, it did not quite go to plan because of firm aerospace. The center of lift is very wonky and weird, with the fact that it uses actual physics to do it, with like each part actually has aerodynamics other than winglets. So you'll see here I'm starting to lose control, I'm starting to spin, and I just keep trying to get control, but then it doesn't quite work, as you'll see right here. So yeah, back to past me. So, you probably wouldn't be surprised if I told you this design was not meant to go completely into space. Because if you thought that, you'd be completely correct. I'm just going to try to get high into the atmosphere, get some high atmosphere science. Do something, observe the mystery goo. Keep that. And try to see how high I can get on this tiny little thing. If I'm lucky, maybe 15 or 16 kilometers. I think then I might be into high atmosphere science, I don't know. So we're going a lot faster than the terminal velocity, and our thrust to weight ratio is not supreme. I forgot to switch out the engine. But hey, you might get some high atmosphere science. Because we're not slowing down that quickly. Are we in the high atmosphere yet? No. Well, we're at 15 kilometers, but we're not as high as I wanted yet. So if we're lucky, we'll keep moving fast enough that it'll still be perfectly fine. The question is, can we break thrust to weight ratio of 1? So we're pretty close. We're at 0.9. I think we should be able to. But then again, this engine is tiny. The only thing is, do we have enough time? I think we actually do. Because part of it's the fact that we're rising in the atmosphere. I almost said rising in the altitude, but we are rising in the altitude. Okay, so keep that science. So we are in the high atmosphere now, so that's a good thing. The question is, how much higher can we get? Crew report, and we'll keep that data. Oh, there's weights more than 1 now. Yeah, we're accelerating. I should do this again, just see if we can get into orbit. So our thrust to weight's barely just above 1. So let's see if we can do it. There's that flag. Okay, so we're accelerating. What's our apoaps? 44 kilometers, not space. Time to accelerate just double speed. Yeah, we seem to be accelerating at a reasonable rate. Reset go. Oh, I can always take another one on the way down if we don't reach space. Yeah, we're accelerating. 55, 56, 57, 58. We might be able to get into, yeah, we're gonna get into low space. Oh, we have plenty of delta V. So I can't get into orbit with this thing, but I should be able to get into high. Nah, probably not high. But hey, look, we're in space. Space. Okay. Observe mystery goo. This should give us like 15 or so science. 10. Crew report. Overwrite. Crew. Keep. Oh, we're going really high. So we should be landing like in the mountains. So I'm just going to EVA. EVA report. Keep. Get back in. And just time accelerate. So we're just going to pop in and pop. We're not even going to get there. I'm not going to deploy the parachute. Actually, no, I should probably deploy the parachute so we don't break up inside the atmosphere. That would not be preferable. We're going to land off the shore, which could be risky. Yeah, I probably need to start thrusting so we don't break up in the atmosphere. Because that is a complete possibility. And hopefully I can reduce our weight enough that we have no problems. Okay, no longer using thrust. And we should be able to get down. Time accelerate just until we're about 7 kilometers high. Okay. Thrust again. Parachutes deployed successfully, did not rip the craft apart. Time accelerate even more now. And I'm going to thrust right before we hit the water, so I can hopefully we cannot have any problems. Oh, look, there I am. Hey, me. Hi. Okay, we're about 100 meters, 70. Don't want to thrust yet. I want to get like 15 or so meters above the ground. Actually, yeah, about right now. Recover. Yay, we get like 30 or so science. Wow. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay, so let's see how much science we get. Got 57. That's pretty nice. Well, no, we have 57. We got 38. So what all should we unlock? We need batteries. So we've researched that, and we're left with none. Okay guys, back to future me, and so I'm going to show you this launch. I've edited it down a lot for viewing ease, and well, it's pretty good. I just edited it down really short. So this is just seeing how high I could get in a craft with this design. This is test 1 of this craft. I think I did like 2 or 3, I don't remember. I'm probably going to drop at least one of them out, or if not both. But there's another cut, and back onto the liquid fuel. Now back up to the top. So it goes very, very high, and it's very, very efficient. Okay, if that doesn't count for high above Kerbin, I don't know what will. So see, is it high above Kerbin even now? Yes, it is. So I went all that way for nothing. But hey, let's do some free reports and some science. It's very round. We totally didn't know that. Observe mystery, go. Keep that. I think I already did a crew report. Yep, I did. Let's EVA him. EVA report. Keep. Get back in. Okay, so now we need to observe the materials. Materials. And keep it. And we're going to be up for a very long time, so, turn on the radio. Even though I think we might want to turn off stability so we don't run out of electric charge, even though I don't think there's a consequence for it in this mod. Zoom. Okay, and we're about to be going back down. Look at the moon doing its ballet. Oh, that dem glitches. Okay, so my guess is we're just going to barely land to the side, since I actually have a little bit of control. Even though we are moving at 3 kilometers a second, which means I probably want to pull the parachutes pretty early, like at 45 kilometers. So after the density of the air goes down to, I don't know, like... Yeah, that's what I was worrying about. Well, hey, at least I had a right to be worried about it. Holy cow. I'm going to need to go and do that in a separate way, because that was more extreme than I was hoping for. I was moving 2 kilometers a second at 15 kilometers high. That will break your back. And it exploded. My luck. Well, let's try it again, except more successfully. Actually, how much science did we get from that? We might be able to make a new ship. We got 14 science, and I don't think that's enough for anything new. No, it is. And get the new rockets. Yay. Okay, so let's try to make a new rocket that will not have that happen. Well, actually, I'm just going to use the same one. I'm just going to put it as the angle. Okay, so this time we're trying a different approach. We're not really trying to control it as much. We're going at more of an angle. Which means we're going to be a little bit more shallow coming back in, hopefully. No, that's all hope. I might not even use all my fuel. I just need to get up to, I don't even know how high up, and hopefully it'll just be fine. So I'm going to start burning, I don't know, like right here. I still don't want it to smash into 1,000 pieces. That would be most preferable. So let's just start thrusting like this direction. Okay guys, we're almost in an orbit. Like really close. Okay, now we're in an orbit. So I'm going to warp to Periapse, thrust up. And we're gonna get up high above Curvin Data. So observe Mystery Bay. Yeah, we're high above. Observe Mystery Guru, yes. Crew report, I think we've done that. Yes, we did. So let's go and actually burn Periapse a little bit. I mean, burn at retrograde just a little bit. Let's say we're pushed down at 50 kilometers. It should, actually no, 30 is like a fine number. Should take us like 2 passes to get through. Okay, Periapse is still dropping. Like, this is exactly actually how I wanted to do it. It's very gradual. We should be landing, I don't know, I'd say in that mountain range or so. Like, this way we're actually not having any major catastrophes yet. Probably want to slow us down. So yeah, no dynamic failures yet. Knowing my luck, I probably will have one. But none yet, so yay. Let's keep pointed retrograde. So something we learned today. Under all circumstances, you want to go in very shallow with Ferrum, because it does not like the angles. So hopefully it shall not explode. Well, we are already moving a lot slower. So I'm guessing we're going to be landing somewhere right about at the river. And actually something so you can know. I actually did a panoramic of this section of the world in KSP. What I did is I put a craft in orbit, put it around, and just took photos. Now it was a pain to put together since it's a sphere and you're trying to map it on a 2D plane. So that was kind of a problem, but I got through most of it. It worked okay. So hey, no problems yet. Yet. I think we're actually home free. Or at least it appears that we're home free. I mean, we are almost out of electric charge, which might be a problem. But hey, we might actually get back with a lot of science. Okay, parachutes should be deploying any second now, since we can see foliage. I can't say it. I give up. Okay, any second now. There we go. So we're almost home free. Landing is one of the hardest parts though. Let's just find our shadow. There would be our shadow. So just a bit of waiting now, and a bit of thrusting. Okay, it's dynamically loading in now. Gonna burn off a little bit of fuel. And hopefully we will have no further problems. Thrust more. More. Terrible time for that. Okay. Okay. Let's recover vessel before I tip over. Because I'm probably going to. Well, I had a little problem there. I accidentally hit caps lock 3 times with activated sticky keys. So that's kind of screwed me, but hey, 45 science. So what should I unlock? I can get power. I can't even afford that actually. I could get mech jet, but I'm not going to be using mech jet, so I need struts. Struts, immediately. You need struts. So I guess that's going to sum it up for this episode of KSP Interstellar. So thank you for watching. Leave a like or a favorite, and, well, adios.